Historically, there's no doubt that the most oft-raised objection to belief in God is the objection from evil. The problem of evil is the problem of reconciling the evil and suffering we obviously see around us with the goodness, the power, and the knowledge of God. That has been, for many people historically, the single most difficult stumbling block in coming to believe in God and, of course, to faith in Christ. But we want to have a well-developed theology of evil and suffering precisely so that we know how to respond to evil and suffering in our own lives and in the lives of those around us. It is presumptuous of us to think that we know why God allows particular events to happen in people's lives, unless, of course, He tells us. And frankly, I haven't often had the Lord tell me explicitly, hey, this is why such and such is happening in this person's life or that person's life. One of the things that's interesting about the book of Job is that while God declines to explain Himself, I mean, He has perfect opportunity to explain to Job, well, Job, here's why you're suffering. God refuses to do that. He refuses to give Job a reason for his suffering. But that doesn't mean that God leaves Job with nothing. In fact, what God offers Job is something far better than an explanation or a reason. I mean, Job cries out to God in the midst of his suffering, God, why? And God says, Job, I'm not going to tell you, so trust me. Job seeks a reason for God, but what God gives him is far greater than any reason. It's a relationship with Himself. And while it's true that we may not be able to explain to the satisfaction of others why God allows some of the things He allows, it's also true that because we know our God, we don't have to know what His reasons are to know that He's got good ones.